Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a Fab Tool Friday, and we're going to show you how to be a better welder. Fab Tool Friday, Weld Prep, Wire Brushes, Episode 2.
Warning: flashing lights occurred during this video. Please use caution. The content and techniques you see in this video are performed by professionals. We ask that you do not attempt at your own risk. Thank you.
Today is August 27th, actually 28th, 2024, so I don't know when you'll be seeing this. Hopefully this Friday, but we'll see. So this tip's to make you a little better aluminum welder. If you want to be the best welder, this may not be the best tip. It will get you in the right direction. And most of you probably already know this already, but your aluminum, you kind of want to wire brush it before you weld it because it develops an oxide layer that grows and grows and grows, and over time it gets thicker and it's harder to penetrate. So that's why you wire brush it, and it makes it a little easier to penetrate, gets rid of all that nastiness, and you'll have a cleaner weld puddle and you'll have a better weld. So most of you know that. But it's always better to use a stainless steel wire brush when you're doing it, and you want to go in the right direction. You don't want to go back and forth, because if you go back and forth, it just it brushes it and then it pulls it back in your puddle and it just like smears it in there. So you just want to brush it going each way like that, just in one direction only, and good. So you got to be careful too, because it does scratch it, and if you're not going to paint it, you're going to have scratches on it. So sometimes, depending on application, you may not want to brush it, even though it's better to, so it all depends on the application. Or just be careful not to wire brush back too far on the metal, maybe like an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch as far as that etching goes. That might cover it and hide it a little bit. For our Fab Tool Friday, I got these little guys. These are stainless steel wire brushes that come on a 1/4 inch chuck like that, so you could either put them in a drill or you can put them in a little die grinder like this, but I like them in the drill, especially the wire brushes, because you don't want to go too hot with wire brushing your aluminum. So I got this set on Amazon. I don't know if you could see that code, but they're just stainless steel wire brushes with a 1/4 inch shank or whatever on it, and it just comes in all different sizes or all different shapes. These are like a straight one to do like in little corners or something like that, little cup one, something like that. These are good too. That, and it came with that, and it came with one or two more that I use. I think this and this one was one that we already had. Same thing with this one. It's like a big knotted one, but for 20-30 bucks they work pretty good. Now I also use these to clean stainless steel welds after I'm done welding them, but you just want to make sure it's stainless steel, and I don't like to cross-contaminate it, so I'll have one for aluminum, one for stainless, whatever I use it for. But they work really good for the aluminum, because just to brush it like that just takes a little while, where this, you can just lightly go. You don't want to go too fast. The faster you go, you don't want to heat up your aluminum or that wire brush, because it'll start melting, I guess, or I forget what it's called, but it's not. I believe it's called the strawberry effect. Don't take my word for that, but I think it's where the base metal and the wire brush metal heats up and kind of contaminates each other and causes porosity when you're welding. So if you can, try not to spin that wire brush too fast with that drill, and just go a little slow and steady and win the race. Not good for it, so just go a little slow with it, and gives you a little consistency on it. And then afterwards, just take and acetone your clean your weld or your base metal before you weld it if you can, and your filler metal. That's a little tip for you guys. This was brand new wire out of the box, and that's what it looks like. So that's that. A little quick tip for you. They come in all shapes and sizes. You get bigger ones, smaller ones, all different, but works pretty good. Makes your life a little easier, and why not? It's not the best tip. I know it, most of you probably already know to clean your aluminum before you weld it, but we'll say it again. in a different way. Just in case you were wondering how good these things are, if it's actually stainless steel, because they're Chinese, cheap Chinese ones. I took a piece of stainless steel and I did this 8824, and we still got no rust. And I did this one with a regular carbon steel one. We got rust on it. And this is just my little tester thing. And this is an old set from about a year ago from a different wire brush, and didn't get anything on it. Actually, I sandblasted, but one of these is from another thing. So they're holding up, and it actually is stainless steel. So just be good. Yeah, just good to have. But or good to have and know. So they actually are stainless steel, won't contaminate your metal. Good to know, because you never know nowadays. But just be careful. This part is steel on it, so you don't want to be rubbing up against something like that. So that's it. Now these are little confetti shooter things that, I don't know what they are. They shoot confetti out or something. So these are going to be powder coated, this whole thing, so it doesn't really matter if I scratch up outside of it. But if it was a little something that wasn't going to get powder coated or anything, you want to be a little careful, or maybe just make sure that you don't wire brush too far back where you're going to see, because this is kind of hidden and you're not going to see it really, but some stuff you could see. So you see more of that etching from the weld. So a little tip for you guys. Not the best weld, some of that was a little big gap, but I think I'll have more on my Instagram. But yeah, you can see this weld's a little big right here, but we needed our inside dimension to match up, so we had to give it a little gap. This side's not as bad, kind of some big tacks on it, but simple little video for you guys, so not much to it. Hopefully you learned a little something, or it could teach somebody something, these little wire brushes. But they're good to have, and I never really thought about them. I've seen them on Amazon a while ago. Been using them for a couple years now, but I like them and good to have. So hopefully it helps somebody. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, give it a thumbs down. And what do they say? Comment and subscribe. Chris Winarski, over and out. The thing I do is I label them aluminum, and then the other one I'll label stainless steel, just so I know what's what. And then after a while with the stainless steel ones, I'll wire, or I'll dip them in the bucket of oakite, and just cleans them off and passivates them a little, so they're nice and fresh and they don't scratch your welds or contaminate your welds if they got any dirt or debris on it. So that's it.
Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram where I post more often at Chris Winarski. See you on the next one.